my channel, The Baking Diva, and a big thank you to all my new subscribers. Today, I've been dying to show you this recipe because I love pie. No, we're not making a pie, but I like pie, but I love pie crust. In fact, you can have the filling and just send me over the pie crust because that's actually my favorite. And a top and a bottom pie crust. I give that 2 thumbs up. So today I'm going to show you how to make a dessert, a snack, a treat, whatever you want to call it. But we're calling it Peanutty Pie Crust Clusters. That's right. Easy to make and delicious. You can make this, like I said, for a snack. You can make it to bring to someone's house. You can make it for movie night, whenever, because that's how easy it is. So let's get started. First thing you're going to need is a pie crust. So I'm using, which is what the recipe does call for, this is a Pillsbury refrigerated pie crust. There's actually 2 in here. We're only going to need to use 1. So you just follow the instructions on the box. If you have it in the refrigerator, just let it sit out for about 15 minutes. And as you can see here, I spread mine out with just a little bit of flour on my mat. Now, I like to use a pizza cutter. I think that works best. What we want to do now is we want to cut this pie crust into little squares. They say to do about 16 rows each way. You don't have to be exact. You can do 14, you can do 16, but the idea is you want to make small little pie crust squares. So are we ready? Here we go. I'm going to start. You can start going up or down, it doesn't matter. I'm going to go down with my pizza cutter like that, and then you just make narrow rows. Can you see that, cameraman?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. That's pretty easy, right? I'm not going to count the rows. I mean, if you want to be precise, you can measure them out, but I'm just going to cut narrow rows here. We're going to go this way, all the way down. And then once I get that done, we will turn it around and we'll go the other way till we have the squares. I can usually eyeball this, but I'm not exactly sure if we're going to have 14 or 16. We'll see when I get done. And I think a pizza cutter works the best. I really do. You don't have to use that, but I like that. There we go. I'm just out of curiosity going to see how many rows I cut. 15, which is fine. I'm going to just turn my mat a little bit. Whoopsie! I can turn myself or my mat, but I'm going to turn my mat. And now I'm going to go the other way because I want to make little squares. So here we go. Here we go. See how easy the pizza cutter works? Here we go. And once I get all of these little squares cut, I'm going to spread them out on an ungreased cookie sheet. Here we go. And I'm going to bake them in my oven. This is going to be a 450 degree oven for probably 6 to 8 minutes or until they're like lightly golden brown. And then once I take them out of the oven, let me get the end here, I'm going to put them on a cooling rack to cool. Probably only going to take you maybe about 5 minutes. There we go, we're almost at the end. There we go. And then once I do that, I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you what we do next. So don't go away now. Okay, I'm back. As you can see, I took the pie crust squares out of the oven and I timed them for exactly 5 minutes. And as you can see, this is what they look like. They brown pretty quickly. So keep your eye on them. I probably would not bake them much longer than that. So anyway, I'm going to move the pie crust squares out of the way for now. And come on over to me, cameraman. I'll show you what we're doing next. take a nice size bowl that you can put in the microwave. And in this bowl, you are going to put 2 cups of the vanilla, well, it's called white, candy melts. Now, this happens to be a bag of Wilton's, and it's exactly 2 cups in this bag. So I have the 2 cups in this bowl. Now I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of butter flavored shortening. So this is the butter flavored Crisco. And it comes in little tubs like this. And when you buy them in the store, there's 3 tubs to a carton. And they each say 3 1-cup sticks. Now make sure you get the butter flavored one, okay? Because there's regular and there's butter flavored. You're only going to need, though, a tablespoon of it. And then you're going to add to that 1 tablespoon of creamy peanut butter. So let me put that in there. Now you ask, Diva, what are we supposed to do next? Well, we're going to put this in our microwave. And it's going to take probably about 1.5 minutes to soften and get creamy. So I would say what you should do is stir it about halfway through. So I'm going to put it in the microwave now, and I would say probably in about 45 seconds, I'm going to take it out and stir it. Then I'm going to put it back in, take it out, another 45 seconds later, and stir it again. We want to make sure that the candy melts and the Crisco and the peanut butter are all combined and they're nice and smooth. So let me go put this in the microwave now, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I took the candy melts with the butter and buttered Crisco and the peanut butter out of the microwave. It took exactly 1.5 minutes, and as you can see here, it's nice and creamy. So what we're going to do next is I'm going to slide over my pie crust squares. What we're going to add to this is we're going to add 1 cup of, what are these, cocktail peanuts. I'm going to dump those in. We're going to add, this is 2/3 of a cup of the Heath toffee bits. I'm going to put them in. And then I'm going to put my pie crust squares in. And we have to gently mix them all together, because you don't want to break up everything in here. So I'm going to do it slowly. If for some reason your mixture didn't get real creamy, you can put it on in the microwave for another 15 seconds. But mine worked out well. Pardon my parrot Squeaky. She's blabbing in the background, wants attention again. I'm going to put these all in and gently mix them all around. So imagine what this tastes like. Pie crust, toffee, peanuts. Sounds good. I make a delicious white, I call it my white Christmas snack mix that I'm sure many of you have heard of. It has the Czech cereal in it and the white melts and some other things. But this one with the pie crust, if you haven't already tried it, give it a try. I think you'll love it. So let me get these all in here real quick. Move this out of the way. Pee-wee, be a good girl. Stop yelling. I wanted to take her out before, but when I went to take her out, she didn't want to come. I've learned that many of you know I get dressed in character for these videos sometimes, and sometimes I forget that I have something on my head or whatever, and when I go to take her out of her cage, she's terrified if I have any kind of a costume on, so I have to be careful that I don't do that. All right, I have these all mixed gently. All right, now what you're going to do is you're going to take a cookie sheet, which you put wax paper on, or parchment paper. I'm using wax paper on here. And you're going to immediately put them on here with your spoon and make little clusters. My hands are clean if I have to use my hands. There we go. Pee-wee, be quiet. There we go. And then after I make all these clusters, and you get quite a few, you're probably going to need 2 cookie sheets. I'm going to put them in the refrigerator for probably 15 minutes until they harden, and then they're going to be all ready to enjoy. So let me finish doing this. I'll put them in the refrigerator, and then I'll come back to show you what they look like when they've hardened and to taste one. So stay tuned. Okay, I'm back. Before I show you the rest, I should mention, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, go down below and hit that red subscribe button, and there's a little bell next to it. If you press that little bell, YouTube will send you a notification whenever I have a new video up. And you can give me a thumbs up and make a comment if you like. I love my comments. It helps my channel to grow. So these little, tasty Peanutty Pie Crust, what do you call them? Pie Crust Clusters are looking pretty good. I filled up 2 cookie sheets with them, and it makes quite a few, the one recipe. So this is what they look like when you bring them in out of the refrigerator. They were in the refrigerator for, like a half hour, but you don't even have to leave them in there that long. It says like 15 minutes. And look, they come right off, no struggle or anything. They come right off the wax paper. So I'm going to put them in this dish, and I will put the recipe below for you if you care to make them. I'll put the full recipe in the description box for you. And I am dying to taste one of these. Have you tasted one yet, cameraman?
Yes.
What, you tasted one?
Well, imaginatively I tasted one.
Oh, okay. All right. So what did you think magically?
Not magically, imaginatively.
Oh, imaginatively. What did you think?
My imagination told me they were good.
Yeah, they look pretty good. For me, anything with pie crust in it sounds yummy. So look at what we got out of the one recipe. We got one really nice size pie plate of these delicious pie crust clusters. So I'm going to taste one myself now. Look at those little pie crust clusters sticking out of there. Now you can store these in an airtight container. Let me see if my notes tell me how long you can store them. No, store them covered in an airtight container. So let me take a bite of this baby. Look at that. Oh my God. The pie crust with the white coating on it and the toffee. Sorry. 2 thumbs up on this one. Make them. I think you're really going to like them. Very good. So until next time, love you all. Take care. And I will see you soon. Toodles!